All right. When you think of tan lines, you never think we are discussing a man. But in this situation, we will be discussing the disappearance of lines that are tan. As I stare at the line fade away, the representation of decayed love that strayed away, sadness overwhelms me as I reflect. Another moment in my life where I could not keep all aspects of my love life in check. Second coming of this estranged affair, as I was portrayed as a callous man that did not care. But cared I did, for her as well as her two kids. Care, I really did. Two things always do me dirty in these situations, as it seems: my drinking and my mouth. And God forbid if I combine those two things. I go from high on the pedestal of admiration to a nightmare yanked straight out of your worst dreams. But as I gaze upon what used to be, shake off the thoughts of a lonely me, I started to think about what in the world got me on bended knee. Well, she was beautiful. Like really beautiful. Beautiful eyes, lips, and body frame. Hips, ankles, feet, hair, etc. But you knew it had to be to get the wild boy in me tamed. Her backpack of boulders was heavier than I think even she knew. And maybe so was mine if I were to be all the way true. So much miscommunication, it was kind of unbelievable. So much pride and ego mixed into our marriage, things went from chill to totally uncontrollable. I finally understand the meaning behind someone looking at you and seeing potential. Potential for what you see they possess without the essential credentials. She saw in me someone that could possibly save her from the bullshit. I saw someone that could possibly save me from the bullshit. I cut off the world in the beginning, something I never do. So maybe in doing that, I started it off being untrue. I don't know, man, but I do know resentments were held onto like a life vest. That was her part. My part, yelling from the top of my lungs, giving a fuck less. And since I do believe in regret as a powerful tool if used to make you better, I will admit that I regret the verbal onslaught I reciprocated after every stupid endeavor. I'm passionate about shit that has to do with entrusting anyone with my heart. People are so self-preserving in this world that motherfuckers conveniently forget their part and play the blame game so well that they become oblivious to where the bullshit starts. Ownership is super important to me. Like, how else can you, really, really, truly see? If every time an uproar in our relationship begins, your eyes are never inward and always on me. The journey is just as important as the destination. And on a unified front on that philosophy, there was just way too much hesitation. My opinion, just from the outside looking in, is that she never gave herself time. Time to herself, time to her children, time to heal from the pain that carried throughout her lifetime. From one relationship to the next, searching for what she envisioned her life to be. One man, one family, and one home. But never stopped to say, I need to get to really know me. My good, my bad, and my ugly parts, with no justifications, before I can give myself to someone and form a unified we. I used to put up the fake Wonder Woman armbands and ting-ting the shit away, because she couldn't own anything and deflected every bullshit occurrence toward my way each and every day. I'm sorry, but that shit is just not cute. It's exhausting, and after a while, it grew tiresome. I don't want to learn how to handle you. You're a woman, not an attraction in Animal Kingdom. Partnership is what I was looking for. Where I falter, you excel, and vice versa. Instead, I got a lot of gender equality, even Stevens, that caused me to curse her. I'm a 6-foot man with a cock. Out the gate, we don't walk down the same block. Into an even Stevens brain, I just want to take a sneak peek. Because if we are essentially the same person, then what exactly makes you unique? Huh? But we even in this journey of life, so you led me to believe. Ah, I see. It's convenient equality that you conceived, meticulously weaved, and chose to believe. I need a reprieve. Some air to breathe. I just don't do well with illogical stupidity. It really has a knack for throwing me off my trajectory. Like, you got that, 10 steps back speech and put me in positions that I tend to nag and preach. That's not even me. I write books so you could take your own eyes in your own head and for yourself see. I don't make a profit off this shit. If anything, to make these available for the coffee table, I tend to go deeper down the money pit. And access you had to my thought processes all this time. But instead, you chose to debunk my philosophies and call me a hypocritical writer time after time. Had you read in between the lines, you would have seen growth in each and every rhyme. Like the motto I'd love to borrow. I'm not who I was yesterday, today, but nowhere near who I will be tomorrow. Call me the chameleon as I adjust. Forward thinking is just an attribute I view as a must. But let's get back to the subject at hand. I used to have a symbolic left hand. Now all I have is a reminder as I look at my naked left hand, and these are some tidbits I jotted down so you could understand. She crossed the line. I crossed the line that was fucking tan. Like, yo, what happens when you're forced into divorce? You feel me?